Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. We are going to talk about adding custom logo mats to your website or to your client's company store. Today, we're going to touch on these points: why include floor mats, the products that we recommend, where to find descriptions and images of these products, our recommended price points, how to obtain virtual images of these mats, and then we'll talk about shipping, lead times, and I want to share a case study with you. So why would you want to include floor mats on your online store or your company's online store? Well, the facts of the matter are this. Custom floor mats not only provide a cleaner and safer working environment, they also offer the opportunity to brand a unique surface, the floor. They are the perfect marriage of branding and functionality, and they'll bring a brand standard appearance to businesses that have multiple locations or multiple departments within one location. They lend themselves so well to inclusion in larger promotional package, and they're easily cross-sold with other promo products. And very few online stores even think to include mats, so you'll really stand out and make an impact. If you're already offering office products, put some logo mats in there. If you're already offering products for schools, for trade shows, for events, it's a perfect spot to pop some floor mats in. So we're going to take you through the products that we recommend you offer on your online store or your customer's online store, and I'm going to hand the floor over to Meg. Meg, all yours.
Thank you. Alrighty, so starting out, we've kind of broken it down to indoor, outdoor, and then outdoor options, just so you can break those down into categories, make it easy access for your customers on there. The go-to we would probably recommend is going to be the DigiPrint HD. This will be the go-to for indoor mats. Excuse me. Anytime your customer is needing that indoor mat, we would recommend this. Kind of your standard plushy carpeted mat that has the digital printing capabilities. So this is popular for really any indoor atmosphere. We see a lot at schools, liquor stores, front office areas, anywhere that's going to be seeing heavy foot traffic by the door. This will be the go-to if you want somewhere starting point for an indoor mat. So for a more durable option for indoors or outdoors, we recommend the Berber Impressions HD. So we recommend this more so for indoor use because outdoors it will need to be under a covered area or awning. But this will be for very heavy foot traffic areas that need something a little bit more durable. So if you are working in hospitality, we're looking at hotel lobbies, this would be a great option to put there. For schools that need something right at the front door, right at the front desk, that's going to see thousands of people going in and out every day. This is going to be more of the option that you're going to lean towards there. Very similar to the Berber impressions that we had just talked about. We've got the water hog impressions. These are very similar products. The main difference being that this one has the water absorbency features. So anywhere that's very rainy, snowy, icy, and needs something durable to catch all that water and snow, this would be the option. Again, we recommend this for heavy foot traffic areas, high-end areas like a hotel, a bank lobby. We do recommend this one more so kind of outdoor under those covered areas, just since it does have those absorbency abilities. Okay, for an outdoor one, the go-to is going to be the Super Scrape Impressions. Excuse me. This is our fully rubber mat that has the little circular cleats on the top and is completely UV, chemical, and oil resistant. This one, although it's recommended for outdoors, you're able to apply it in any atmosphere. So if you're working with, auto shops, we see a lot of these done for Napa since they are UV, chemical, oil resistant. This is something that's going to be a little bit more industrial. So if you're working in, like I said, auto shops or construction atmospheres or manufacturing plants, this is going to be a great option to go to. And, we say DigiPrint HD for indoors, Super Scrape for outdoors. If you want a good starting point, those would definitely be the two mats that we recommend listing first. All right, the special use ones, these are not going to be so much for right at the front door. These are going to be for an event, a trade show, really pushing a promotional marketing promotion that they're working on there. So, for example, this is the floor impressions. If you guys are already doing, trade show banners and table throws, this is going to be, you might as well throw this in that package. These are very popular for the trade show events and whatnot because they're going to be a smooth, clean finish on the top of this rubber mat. You can print the QR codes. You can put it outside of people's booths at these events. Like here, you see we can do the QR codes on these. So a great option there for the trade shows if you're already doing any of those bundles. Okay, so the special use next one is going to be the pop impressions. This is really going to be intended for short-term use. So if your customer is just needing something, for an event they're doing for a couple weeks, this is something that they could buy at a very low cost and use it for that short time period, roll it up, they're done with it. We expect the lifespan on this about, let's see, 6 months to a year, possibly, depending on the foot traffic area. But we see a lot of these used for residential use as they'll last longer. So a lot of, if you want to do donations or fundraising, booster clubs, this is going to be a great option. Real estate agents love to use this one. They're able to, gift the new home buyer a new mat with their name on it to put out, and you're able to do these as one-offs, and it'll last much longer there. So this one is really going to be if they just need a mat for their event, this will be the go-to here. Next one we've got is the desk impressions. So kind of self-explanatory here, what we're going to use underneath our chair at the desk. This brings some cohesiveness to the office. So if you are doing education, schools, teachers love to see a mat with their name on it. This is something you can order as one-offs with those teachers' names. Any office building is going to need these guys. So if you guys are doing office supplies, pens, mouse pads, anything as such, this would also be a great option to throw into that bundle. So another category, so we've got indoor, outdoor, outdoor, and then the special events. Another option would be anti-fatigue. These are going to be to add some support to those workers who are standing on their feet for long hours and just need a little extra cushion there. So this one, the branded comfort, this is going to be more of the front of house style. It's got that very smooth synthetic leather. So we see a lot of these for, retail stores right at the checkout counter. You're able to put these down there for the checkout. We see pickup counters, so, restaurants, banks, anywhere that someone's going to come stand there for, some time, great option there. Now, the next anti-fatigue one is going to be the hog heaven impressions. This is going to be your more industrial back of house style. So like the super scrape we talked about, it's completely UV, chemical, and oil resistance. So this one, again, you can put in auto shops for the workers. You can put this in hospitals, in the labs, anywhere like that, schools, in their labs here, kind of like the photos, vet clinics. Vet clinics use a lot of these as well. Again, anywhere that really just needs some extra support, this will be the more industrial sort of option there that you can lean to. Manufacturing plants is another good one for this as well.
Thank you, Meg. All right, so this next section, we're going to discuss where to find product descriptions and images for you to include in your online store. On our website, logomatsllc.com, each of our products has its own dedicated page. And you'll find that there's a navy blue banner that runs across the top of our website. If you click where it says products, you can select that products page and you'll see a button where you can download an unbranded product brochure. Please feel welcome to use any images, any wording, any descriptions that suit your needs. And that's right there on our website. Additional resources, if you have a subscription to Sage, ESP, or OMG, you already have full access to product descriptions and high-res images. And if these platforms are already managing a company store for you, you can very easily pull those products in. If you're having any issues getting this set up, just drop us a line. We do have a data specialist on staff, and we're delighted to help you with this. All right, so which mats are right for which industries? On our website, again in that navy blue banner that runs across the top of our website, you'll see a button that says Distributor Hub. If you click on that button, you'll see an option for industry brochures. And we've put these industry brochures together specifically for your use. Keep in mind, we have no contact with end users. We only sell wholesale to distributors such as yourself. But we see the designs and we see the shipped to addresses. So we know exactly who's buying what. So we've created these industry brochures for you to use. The hospitality industry, the beverage industry, education industry, financial industry, and so on. So we do have an unbranded version for you to use. And again, please feel welcome to grab whatever images, whatever wording will work for you. But those unbranded or oh, I got lost there. The industry brochures look like this. The unbranded version will not have our name at the top there. But it kind of breaks it down into categories. What mats are they using as welcome mats at their front door? What mats are they using for safety? What mats are they using to promote their products, their service, their brands? So please feel welcome to download those from our website. And price points. You can obtain your distributor pricing one of three ways. If you are logged into your account on our website, there's a tab that says My Account. All you need to do is click on there and you'll see price list. All the products are there, and those will be your net distributor prices. You could also refer to your 2026 distributor price list. All the products are listed in alphabetical order with a table of contents on the first page. If you do not have a 2026 distributor price list, send us an email. We're at sales@logomatsllc.com, and we'll be delighted to send that over to you. As far as our suggested retail, you'll again click on that Distributor Hub tab, and the very first item in the drop-down box is Retail Price List. Now, our suggested retail is double the standard net distributor cost. So that's a quick cheat right there. That's all available on our website. Of note for pricing, we never charge a setup fee or an artwork fee. Every single price we quote you is going to include setup and a full color imprint using the available color palette for that product. All Logomats products are made in the USA, and we will not be affected by tariffs. All right, let's talk about obtaining virtual images because people need to see pictures. You can obtain virtual images either with a specific logo. Let's say you're helping Napa Auto Parts get their online store put together. So you'll want to choose an indoor mat, an outdoor mat, and maybe an anti-fatigue mat for their staff. Please feel welcome to use the Submit Artwork tool again on our website, and you can upload the Napa Auto Parts design, and we'll send you back some proofs, and you can use just that main image from the proof for a specific design to display on your online store. Or if random images will suffice, we have an entire library of images. And again, using the Distributor Hub, you'll select Image Library from the drop-down box and select the product that you want, and these will be high-res images. So we can do images for you with a specific design or just generic images. Now we're going to talk about shipping and lead times. So shipping costs are either going to be billed to your third-party shipper account that you've provided to us, or we'll ship on our UPS account and just include that charge on our invoice to you. Now, carriers' rates are highly dependent not only on the destination, but also on package size and package weight. So there isn't a one size fits all shipping cost, but we can provide that information to you anytime you have an order coming in. Just drop us a line. Be happy to provide you with a shipping quote from UPS. Now, keep in mind, UPS and FedEx will only take up to 140 pounds for us that's shipping parcel. Anything heavier is going to need to ship LTL free carrier. So let's say on your online store, I like to go back to Napa Auto Parts. Let's say they're going to order 100 mats, and we will be delighted that you get that order, by the way. But for that many mats, that's going to be way heavier than UPS is going to take. So it would ship LTL freight carrier. And in those instances, we would ask you for some information. If they need a delivery appointment, lift gate service, inside delivery. And once we have that information, we can provide you with the LTL freight quote. Lead times. We do not have finished goods sitting on shelves that we just pull down and print on. Every single mat is custom made to order. Typically, smaller orders, 3 mats or less, those are going to ship out within 3 to 5 business days following proof of approval and payment, unless your account is set up on terms. But for larger orders, 10 mats, 20 mats, 100 mats, we're going to consult our production team so that we can provide you with an estimated turn time. And that way you can share that information with your clients. Of note here, we do not offer rush production services, and we're just not able to guarantee a ship date. The majority of the orders that we receive also have in-hand dates, and it's not fair to bump anyone out of line. We feel it's fair to all to produce the orders in the sequence that they're received. Now, you do have the option of upgrading the shipping to an expedited 2-day or overnight if need be, and we can assure you that we will make every effort to produce these mats as quickly as we possibly can and get them in your customers' hands as quickly as we can. All right, this last section. I wanted to share with you a case study and a testimonial from one of our distributors who set up his own online store specifically for floor mats. And he has just had tremendous success. And that's our wish for all of you. So if you don't mind, I'll read this to you. It's been a pleasure working with you and your team, and we found the process of adding mats into our mix very smooth. Communication was clear, and you provided literally every resource we needed from the supplier side to make it easy for us to focus on the customer. As Walt Disney once said, there's really no secret to our approach. We keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things. That resonates with me here. There's no special formula on our end beyond being consistent, keeping the customer in mind, and partnering with suppliers who made sure we had everything at our fingertips. You certainly did that for us. So here's what this distributor put together. And he separated the mats by category. He did some indoor mats here. Now, as you can see, he borrowed the images from our website, the images and the product descriptions. And let's just take an inside look at one. This is our Digiprint HD. As you can see, this is our image, our available color palette. He's got the mat sizes. So he lays it all out just crystal clear and beautiful. And then he did outdoor mats. And he also did some anti-fatigue mats. So it's just wonderfully successful with this. But that's what that would look like. All right. Just wanted to say thank you for joining us today. We truly appreciate your business and we truly value your partnership. And we want you to be very, very successful selling floor mats. And we are here to support you. If there's any questions for us, we'd be happy to answer them now.
Thank you, Diana. We'll just wait a couple minutes to see if we get some questions here. So please use the Q&A feature inside of Teams here, and we'll answer your questions. I think someone has raised their hand. I am sorry we are not unmuting people for this webinar. So if you could please use the Q&A feature for questions that you might have for us.
Well, if there's no questions, that means I did a great job explaining everything, right? If you do think of any other questions once we wrap up here, our email address is right there, sales@logomatsllc.com. Meg and I both share that email, so you'll hear back from one of us.
But we are starting to get some questions.
All right, bring them on.
What happens? We always think we're done and then we're not. All right. So first question here is, can you make the borders of the mat in other colors?
We cannot. Our mats will always include a rubber backing and a rubber border, and that is in compliance with ADA regulations and National Floor Safety Institute regulations for non-slip, non-trip commercial floor matting. Rugs that don't have a rubber backing or a rubber border are typically marketed for decorative residential use, where we manufacture commercial grade mats. Now, that being said, there is one exception to that rule. The water hog mats are available with a fashion fabric border. And with those, we're going to cover up that black rubber border with a fabric material that's in the same color as the mat itself. So for instance, if there's a navy background, navy mat with a white logo, we'll cover up that rubber border with a navy colored fabric. Or, if it's a red mat, we'll cover it up with red. That is the only product that we offer that for, and there's no difference in price. It's just an option. And I think it's a nice finished look. And it's only for the water hog mats.
All right. Next question here is, how is the print protected from traffic wear on the industrial anti-fatigue mat?
Miles, I'm going to hand this question over to you. It's a bit technical.
Sure. I'd be happy to answer. The print is protected from wear because what we do is we take a vinyl print and we vulcanize that, and that's the term for basically bonding rubber. We bond that print to the rubber so they become one. So that print is going to stay on the mat. The only thing that may happen over time, you could get a lot of foot traffic over the years, and you may see that image or logo or photo start to fade, but it's vulcanized to it, so it becomes one with that rubber, so you're not going to walk it off. So it's going to stay on there for the life of what we say 3 to 5 years of that mat.
Thank you, Miles.
Thank you. All right, next question is, what products allow custom shapes?
Great question. I'm going to hop back here to our Digiprint HD screen. The Digiprint HD, again, this is our top selling indoor mat. There we are. These are available in custom shapes. So we can do round mats. We can contour to the outline of your client's logo. We do a lot of these for schools. We do a lot of these for sports teams. Let me pull that up on our website. I'm going to click on products. And here is our Digiprint HD custom shape. Now this product, it's the same carpet material as the Digiprint HD, that commercial grade plush, using the same available color palette. So that's what our Digiprint HD custom shape mat looks like, and absolutely include that in your online store. They're really, really cool.
Right. We just have one more question unless we get some more. So how can we set up a company store for one of my customers? What would be the best next steps?
The first steps would be deciding what products are best for them. Do they want like an indoor mat and an outdoor mat? Are there any other products that they might be able to use, like the desk impressions or an anti-fatigue mat for their staff? Once you've determined what products are appropriate for them, you're going to pull in product description and an image of that product. Again, we can either do a generic image or we can do images with their specific logo. So once you have all of these items, you are going to put that together on your online store with the different price points, the sizes that you want to offer, and categorize them, indoor, outdoor, special use. If you need any help obtaining this information, the product descriptions, product images, just shoot me an email, sales@logomatsllc.com, and I'll help show you where to find that.
Thanks, Diana. Next question is, what products can use a QR code? This would be a great way for event registrations at trade shows and events.
Yep. Meg, if you want to take that one, I'll do the visuals while you're talking.
Yeah, definitely. So for QR codes, we recommend our floor impressions product or the pop impressions. These are those ones that are intended for this special use, so the events or the trade shows, and have that QR printing ability. So, for registration, directional use, join our program, anything like that, these would be the two products that allow.
Yeah, it's a true sign on the floor. So floor impressions for long-term use and the pop impressions for short-term use.
All right. Next question is, are there any websites that we can check out to see how they present your offerings, just to get some ideas on how we might update our own?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, there's a ton. Whoever asked that question, if you'll shoot me an email at sales@logomatsllc.com, I'll share those websites with you. That way you can just click on there and check them out.
And Dan, I also responded to your question with the email address, so you could just copy and paste. All right, we do have a couple people raising their hands. I am sorry, we're not unmuting folks for this webinar. So if you do have a question, please add it to the Q&A. Give them a second here.
Okay.
All right, we did another question. So are there any products that are anti-static or antimicrobial?
Miles, if you'll field this one for me.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. The anti-static mats are normally going to be our carpeted mats, so the DigiPrint HD, the DigiPrint HD custom shape, Color Star impressions have that feature as well. We do have some antimicrobial mats. However, they're not listed on this presentation, and most of those are not going to be logo mats, but we have a full catalog of mats that fit these categories. So if you're looking for that, you can email Diana at sales@logomatsllc.com, and we can put you with those products that you're looking for. But yes, we do have those features in some of our products.
Thank you so much for joining, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.